You're listening to Real Talk Texas with local expert Steve Hakes. Now, here's Steve.
Welcome back. Today in the studio, we're talking about new home construction in North Texas. And we've got Aaron Graham of Highland Homes in the studio. And we've got Alicia Trevino of Alicia Trevino Century 21. And we were talking before the break, we were talking about the affordability of new homes. And also we were talking about the value and what a great investment it is in a market where it'll cost somebody a lot more to build a house next year than it did this year. So that's like buying a good stock. That we can talk about that a little bit. Alicia, we also talked a little bit about interest rates being so low right now, and that if you're in a home today and you haven't refinanced and you're maybe at that 6% interest rate still, and that if you move into a new house, look at the cash flow savings here. You can probably buy a more house and have a near same cash flow out. And Aaron, we talked about the savings of Highland Homes with the green energy and being able to downsize on your actual energy costs. You know, I'm 53 years old, and Dana and I are in a transition. And the listeners have heard me talk about my great wife, Dana, of 31 years, coming up here in May. And you know, we're in that weird stage right now because we just sold our house to one of my clients because, you know, I hadn't been upstairs in 2 years because Courtney went off to college and Scott and Sean have moved out. So, you know, we kind of were at that stage where we had a unique house. We had 2 masters on the lower level in Colleyville and 2 bedrooms up. So it was kind of unique. It was really like a mother-in-law suite on the lower level. And one of my clients was upset, and she was having to find a house in Southlake because she couldn't find one in Colleyville, and her kids are in high school. Didn't want to move, so I ended up selling my house to them. Kind of weird conversation. She called for a pre-qualification, and I said, well, you don't want to move. She was in the same school district as where I lived. And I said, well, let me see if Dana will sell a house. I'm not really tied to a house. I mean, a house is where my family is. It doesn't really matter to me. Of course, you can talk to Dana, and that's a little different story because I've been talking about trying to drag her downtown Dallas in a flat for a while.
Dana tells that story really different.
Yeah, I think so. It's a little tougher. But we're in that weird stage. I mean, we're empty nesters, and I've been thinking more about building instead. I mean, are you seeing that, Aaron? Or is that what's happening?
Yeah, there's a lot of people like you, Steve, who are at that time in the stage in their life where they're empty nesters, and they've sent the last one off to college or they've gotten married, and they're considering downsizing. A lot of empty nesters come in and they label themselves downsizers. What's really fascinating, though, is the vast majority of those downsizers end up not really downsizing the square footage. What they come to find out is, based on the cost savings from the energy efficiency and based on the rates that are so low right now, the interest rates, that they can actually still afford more home and have a lower utility bill than their current home, maybe even have a bigger house. Most end up buying comparable square footage. Why? Well, they want a place for the family to gather. They want that upstairs game room with an extra bedroom so that when one of their grandchildren come to visit, they have a place to stay. There are those who do want to downsize from a 2-story to a 1-story, and we have several single-story options available to those who want or need a single story. But it's fascinating to me that most who want to downsize end up, the only thing that's downsized is their total cost of home ownership, their monthly payment.
Right, and with today's rates, you know, I see that too a lot. I'm going out to these listing appointments and they're saying, you know, I'm downsizing, but I don't want to give up anything.
Well, you guys are hitting right on Dana's topic here. I'm saying, hey, I want to downsize. I want a 1-bedroom flat downtown so my college kids can't move in with me after college. But, you know.
But, Steve, what if they do? And you're in that 1-bedroom.
They end up doing that. So I make a real lumpy pull-out couch, you know, so they're really uncomfortable and they have a sore back all the time. You know, that's what I want. But, you know, Dana still, right where you said it, Aaron, I mean, she says, well, what about when we have grandkids, and what about, I want them to be able to come. I want to have bedrooms for them with bunk beds so it's great to come to Grandma and Grandpa's house. I'm not ready to be called that yet, but, you know, she wants us to be the place of gathering, and I get that.
Right. So we tell them you can downsize, but instead of downsizing your square footage, let's just downsize your monthly mortgage payment. Let's downsize your monthly utility bills. Let's make your total cost of home ownership lower by moving into a new home and building it the way you want it. A lot of these individuals come in, they've been living in a home for 10, 15, 20 years, and they have memories, but they're like, doggone it, I wish that kitchen had always been bigger, or I wish the master bathroom had been upgraded. And instead of going through the headache of remodeling, they come out and say, I'm going to build something brand new the way I want it. And in many cases, it is their last home.
Oh, and speaking of remodeling, from someone who did it, on a home that was 1983.
Ooh, I'm sorry.
You know, all I wanted was a steam shower, and I had to put in all new plumbing, all new electrical, and then the steam shower. So don't do it.
I think we got to have dinner with Dana sometime, because I think she'll have you on her side of getting me to stay in the suburbs or something like that. So I guess what we're going to have to compromise is get a 1-bedroom flat downtown that's reasonably priced, so because we work downtown. And then get our suburb house, and we'll have like our in-town and out-of-town house. You know, hopefully we can afford that someday.
I can see that's a true scale down right there. It sounds just like one.
Yeah, I'm a
That's
dreamer.
right.
Dana will tell you I'm the spender and I'm the dreamer.
And if you're looking for a home in a suburban location, Steve, you know I can help you with that.
You know, actually talking about this, really and truly, some of the things that I've been talking to my homeowners about, because it is true. I'm on my second go-around of selling these homes, their third and fourth house. How can that possibly be? But in any case, another big concern has been, I am almost finished paying my house off. And so what we're doing is we're running these numbers, and we're seeing that with the rate that they were paying, they can go to a 15-year note, and there's not that much difference. So they're not losing that 15 years they have in payment-wise. So I think it's such a smart move today.
Well, and then there's some other things that you can do as well. And I really think that, you know, when you call my office and you talk to me or the people that work with my team, we really don't just talk about, hey, here's a 30-year note and here's the rate. We ask you, when are you thinking about retiring? What are you doing with your money? Do you need some assistance or some people? Because hosting Real Talk Texas gives me the advantage of where I can refer them out to some great experts. I meet some fantastic people like yourselves on this show. And so I can be a real good resource for financial planning, things like that. I think that your mortgage is a huge part of your financial plan. So in thinking about myself, if I'm going to retire in 15 years, I don't want a mortgage payment in 15 years. So I don't really want a 30-year note. But what is interesting when you put the pencil to it, I could get into a new house. I could build a new house. I could put it on a 10-year note. I could put it on a 15-year note. I could put it on a 20-year note. I can put it on a 25-year note or 30, whatever I want to do. If I feel a little uncomfortable about going to a 10-year note, but that's my goal, I can put a customer on a 30-year note, give them a printout and say, okay, here's how much extra you should pay every month. It'll get it paid off in 10 years. So we can give them that insight. So are you seeing that a lot, Aaron? I mean, as far as people concerned about, you know, how long they have to pay on a house?
Yeah, and most people will come in and say, hey, I'm going to live in this house 4 years or 6 years in the 30-year note, and a little concerned about appreciation, which, again, should not be a concern at all right now. The homes will appreciate. But they do have a lot of thought process around, well, do I go 15 or 30? The flexibility today versus 10 years ago is crazy. How much flexibility they have, different options and different payments. And with the rates so low, there's really, you almost can't go wrong.
And throw in the efficiency of these homes as well. You know, I can't say enough about that. It is absolutely amazing when I put a family in a new home and they're like, oh my gosh, I thought you were just kidding.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Well, and one of the things, if you're driving around today and you're thinking about building a new house and you don't really know where to start, I'll give you a number where you can get ready to start. And that is start by texting or calling our show at 817-925-2546. That's 817-925-2546. Just text the show and say either sell, buy, or build. And we'll put you in touch. I think the best place to start is with Alicia, because she really asks. I mean, I know you do a great job interviewing people as far as what they're really looking for. And because your vast knowledge of the North Texas market and the builders that are out there, the existing inventory, what we'll do is we'll take your information and we'll get you in touch with Alicia and her team. And then what we can do from there is she'll figure out where you are. Highland Homes has homes all over the Metroplex, right?
30 communities.
30 communities. Unbelievable. So, and these are quality homes, and you're going to get those upgrades that maybe if you're in an existing house right now and you'd have to remodel for today, you can just go buy it new and not have to go through all the dust and clutter and things like that. But when you send that text in, we'll put you in touch with Alicia and her team, and you'll be in good hands, I promise you.
Yes, we'll take care of you. And also, don't let it overwhelm you. A lot of people don't want to do it because it feels overwhelming. But when you're working with experts like Highland Homes and a good lender like yourself, and I go in there, really, that's what we're here for. We're here to guide you, make this a lot of fun. So don't be afraid to pick up the phone. Just find out about it.
You know, I had the opportunity to meet someone who had bought their 6th Highland home. Great privilege for me. And I asked him why. Why did you buy 6 homes from us? I'm curious. Was it our award-winning designs? Was it this? Was it that? And they said, you know what? We loved the floor plan, and we did love the people we work with, and we love the realtor who we work with. At the end of the day, we trust you. And I thought, okay, you trust us. I was missing it. They trusted us, and I said, so it's all those awards that we've won, all those things that show that we're a good quality builder. No, Aaron, we've experienced it, and they've told their friends. And so that's the key here. You can trust Alicia. You can trust Highland Homes. New home construction is not that confusing, and it's not that scary. I know there are scary stories out there. That's with other builders and other realtors.
Definitely.
Well, and if you're listening and you're thinking about building a home, you can go to highlandhomes.com, and that can give you some idea of what kind of homes they build, what communities they're in. If you're driving around today and you're thinking about going and looking, it's probably going to be a beautiful weekend. Drive out and take a look at a Highland Homes at one of their communities and get a feel for it, and then call Alicia's firm, and you can go to hers at AliciaTrevinoUptown.com, and she can get you in touch, and we'll get you pre-qualified. We'll talk about listing your house and give you the right strategies there. The other great thing that we do at Affiliated Bank when you're listing a house is we go ahead and we get you underwritten to buy your next house, and that way we can turn you into a cash buyer, and that's a real industry secret that I'll share with you when you call our office. So thank you for joining us here at Real Talk Texas. Aaron, Alicia, thanks for coming in. We should have you back on again soon. Check in with you later on in the summer and see how this is going on, if this is really for real or if we're just having a little sweet dream in the uptick of the marketplace here today. So you're listening to Real Talk Texas, KLIF, AM 570, News and Information Radio. Thanks for joining us.